All right, welcome back. And I was just trying to get a hold of my introduction for the gentleman that I have with me here in a studio this evening to talk about none other than that controversial bill. I'm actually saying controversial because it has caused a lot of discussion when it comes to the finance bill. What Kenyans are saying, the high cost of living, this will affect every sector, right from the basic food commodities to petrol. But why has the government brought in 5 different taxes that have actually gone through? When I'm looking at the finance bill 2023, we're talking about the indirect taxes, we are talking about the excise duty. Indirect taxes, actually, it's about the VAT, the excise duty. We're also talking about the income tax that will actually see Kenyans who are earning more than actually 500,000 shillings and above, they be deducted about 35% of their salary, as opposed to the usual 30% that every Kenyan contributes towards, give to the Kenya Revenue Authority. We're also going to be talking about the housing scheme that has caused a lot of tension within civil servants. And again, apart from the housing scheme, we also have the business tax, the business turnover tax, which actually will require business owners who are making profit of 500,000 shillings and above give, a tax return of 3%. Initially, it was 1%, and it required business people who are making 1 million shillings and above to give their taxes of 1%. But right now, Kenyans who are in business, the business environment will be giving about 3%, and that's if your business is giving you a profit of 500,000 shillings and above. And then also content creators have also not been left behind. The withholding tax has been moved from 10% to 15%. So all this has caused a lot of different reactions here in the country. Now, there's public participation, there's the first reading, second reading, it goes to the president for assent or rejection, then it becomes into a law. But then, will the voices of Kenyans who are raising concerns be heard through the public participation? This is despite a section of the Kenya Kwanza members of parliament maintaining that the bill will pass the way it is, without even removing any comma or a full stop. With me here in studio is none other than Honorable Isaac Mora, not a new face here on KTN News. He is the CAS Office of the Prime Cabinet Secretary, and of course, Honorable Robert Mbui, who is the Deputy Minority Leader at the National Assembly. Gentlemen, karibuni sana here on KTN Newsline tonight. So,
sana.
Karibu and feel at home. Let's have a very sober discussion in terms of what is the way forward. And let me begin with the parliamentarian here. Not that you're not a parliamentarian, you're once in parliament. But now you've changed your seat, you're no longer in parliament. Let me begin with Honorable Mbui. What should Kenyans expect? Because when members of parliament are elected, I'm talking about the senators, the women rep, the people who sit within the National Assembly and the Senate Assembly, they are the voices of Kenyans, but the voices of Kenyans are speaking a different language when it comes to the finance bill. So what do we expect on the floor of the House?
Yeah, thank you, Brenda. And I must say that I've listened to you